Hey, grade fours. So, in our science unit, the Waste in Our World science unit, we've been talking about all different types of things about pollution and waste, and different types of pollution and different types of waste and things like that. So, we've been talking about. We learned that there are three types of pollution: air pollution, water pollution, and sort of like a pollution, right? Um, but what things cause different types of pollution. So the gas that when we're burning our car or running our cars, that causes air pollution. When we dump garbage into the ocean, that causes water pollution, or things that leak out through the sewer systems, that's getting into our water system and it causes pollution. Um, Things where we just dump stuff, where we throw things out and litter onto the land, that's all forms of different pollution. There's different degrees of waste as well, right? So waste is the things that we throw out, the things that we don't need to use anymore, right? We've used the piece that we needed from it, and then the rest of the stuff is waste, kind of like poop. animals all animals poop because they use the pieces of the food, and then the waste is the poop, right? So it's kind of the same thing. So there's different types of waste that we've been discovering too. Biodegradable waste was in the last lesson, right? So biodegradable waste is that waste that breaks down really easily, such as when you have an apple and your apple core is left over, you can throw that into a compost pile because that's going to break down and turn back into soil relatively quickly. Okay, like within a year, but even faster. Oftentimes, it could be even a couple of weeks, right? Other things that break down quickly might be grass clippings or, paper, things that are like easy to break down. Those are biodegradable. Bio means to deal with like the earth kind of thing. So anything that seems a little bit more natural, such as food waste or human waste or things like that, those are all biodegradable waste. Then we have other things that sort of we touched on, which are toxic waste, right? So we're talking like the gasoline in our cars, the acid in batteries, chemicals under the sink for cleaning, all sorts of those types of things. The stuff that's in our computers, there's lots of different things in our computers that would be considered toxic waste, and we have to dispose of those separately so that they don't seep into our water systems. And we have to go through a careful process of getting rid of those. Um, and then there's other types of waste, right? Things that we just typically throw in the garbage, such as plastic. Well, hopefully you recycle these. Fingers crossed you recycle, but other things that are waste like plastics and tin and um, old clothes, old running shoes, things in our house and in stores and stuff that we don't use anymore, right? So today, what I want you to do is I want you to do a little experiment. Watch the little YouTube clip that I put below in the same card, but it's talking about how long it actually takes for things to break down. So it mentions things like cigarette butts. Like, how long does it actually take for a cigarette butt to break down in the environment? How long does it actually take for a tin can? You'd be blown away at how long it takes for a glass bottle to break down, you guys. Crazy. A diaper, that's not in the video. That's what I'm going to get you to experiment with. A diaper, how long it actually takes to break down is mind blowing. Okay. Um, so I'm going to get you guys to do a little experiment today. What I want you to do is I've got a list. So in the column next door, in the assignments column, you're going to see um, the experiment assignment. So I've got a list of things that I want you to um, do a little bit of research on. So first, I want you to do a hypothesis, which is, let's see if you can remember. Hypothesis is an educated guess. So it's a guess, but it's not just a guess out of thin air. A hypothesis is a guess where you use some knowledge that you already have stored up in here, some common sense, and maybe based off of a teeny bit of understanding of something from before. So you're going to make this educated guess, smart guess, a hypothesis, and you're going to guess how long it takes for this thing to break down, the item that I put in the list. And then you're going to find out, you're going to go into Google and you're going to research and you're going to find out how long it actually takes now. So you're going to do that with a couple. And then I want you to find 3 items in your house that you want to do the same thing. So it's your choice items. I'm going to give you 3 or more, I don't know. And then you have to find 3 items in your house. Take a guess at how long it will take to break down, and then Google it to see how long it